Hello, campers. How's everybody doing tonight? All right. Yeah, not your normal night for me. I've been playing this afternoon with Ham Clock. I got it working on a Raspberry Pi 4, but I'm having a little issue with it. And I'm thinking maybe you guys might know how to fix this. Let me just get this camera looking a little bit better. Let me turn down the backlight compensation a bit and turn down the brightness. Oh, now I look a little human. I don't look like I'm glowing in the dark now. All right. Anyway, so here's the deal. I have Ham Clock running on a Raspberry Pi 4. I can show you what that looks like. And this is the output of my Raspberry Pi 4. You can still hear me, right? Yeah, I don't have my solo camera going on this page, but I'll add it on there. All right, so let me add a scene, existing scene. Sit tight, we're gonna get this working. All right, there I am, and we'll lower the size of that a bit. Okay, so the background, you see a great shot of New York City, and then there's the terminal window from my Raspberry Pi 4, and I have Ham Clock working on here. So I have a separate mouse for the Ham Clock. This is the mouse on the Raspberry Pi 4. I installed it, and the only way I can turn it on is by going here into this window with a separate keyboard and typing Ham Clock space ampersand, and I hit enter, and bam, the Ham Clock opens up, and it says you can click anywhere. So I can go in here and just click here and tell it to go ahead, and it's doing the setup now. But notice the size. This is the thing. Let me move my face so you can see what I'm talking about. Move this over to here. I'm just going to hit done because I have all the settings in there that I want. What I don't have, and what I don't know why this is jittery like this. It shouldn't be jittery. I'm not running any radios right now. I'm not talking on the air, so why is it doing that? But you can see here, Ham Clock is loading. There's the red mouse is this one. But look at how tiny it is. I want it to be the whole screen. What am I doing wrong? Now what the heck is going on? Now it's going crazy. It wasn't doing that 5 minutes ago. I don't have any radios on now, and it's going nuts. Anyway, let me pop out the chat on YouTube because I didn't do that yet. So you guys might be giving me answers to my stuff, and I'm not paying attention because I haven't opened up the chat in a separate window, which I got to do. Any radios on? Turn that. Oh yeah, look at all these people chatting in there. Hold on a second, everybody. I'm going to get to you in a second. Pop out the chat. All right, why is the Ham Clock going so jittery like that? I don't know. Let's get off that screen for now. Don't want that. That's slideshow. There I am. Okay, that's better. All right, what do we got here? Let me know what you got. I had Ham Clock going for a while. Okay, it's TJ. TJ's got a whole bunch of conversations. There's an auto start on Power Up, but I don't remember. That's from my buddy Captain Don is putting that on the screen. Oh yeah, I noticed something else. The docs, the chat doc is not there. Let me click chat. Is that the chat I want? Nope, that's not the chat I want. Hold on. We gotta turn that one off and turn this one on. There it is. Okay, so now I should be able to see you guys. Let me test this. Oh, wrong keyboard. All right, it's working. All right, so now when you guys chat, I'll see it in OBS. There's a test. Okay, that's working. All right, so here's the deal. It never asked me to put a desktop icon on or anything, and now I got this whole thing set up. If I switch back to the Ham Clock, all right, it's not jittery now, thank you. But you can see it's working, and I even have the cursor in there that I can move the red mouse. That's a separate mouse than what I use. But to get this to fill the screen, to be a full screen, I don't know what I did wrong. And what I'm wondering is if I reinstall it, is it going to wipe out all the stuff I saved already? Because I have this set up just like my, I have an Innovato in the living room hooked up to my giant TV. This is a separate computer. It's not the Innovato. This is a Raspberry Pi 4, and the Raspberry Pi 4 is running fine, and I had it plugged into a monitor to set it up, but now I unplugged it and plugged it into a video card coming into my computer. That's how I'm able to put it on the screen so you guys can see it. So should I reinstall it, go back to the terminal window and start from scratch? I can exit out of it. Oops, wrong mouse. That's the thing. Yeah, I'm actually running two computers here. Oh, that's great, TJ. Thanks for the good news. If I reinstall it, oh man, I didn't mean to do that. But there, TJ's saying yes, a fresh install, it will lose all the settings. All right, I know what the settings are. What I did was I took a picture of my Innovato and I copied all the settings and pictures on my phone. All right, yes, a fresh install, but TJ also says, no, I'm looking for the prompt command for screen size. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing in the ham clock that tells you that, just so you know. If you're looking in ham clock for a way to change the size of the display, it isn't there. But the interesting thing is, if I go back to that and I exit out of ham clock, if I go over to here and I tell it, exit ham clock, and tell it okay, and then it asks, are you sure? Yes, okay. So I'm exiting out of ham clock. Let me exit out of this and come back. All right, so you see that the Raspberry Pi 4 is displaying on the entire screen. So the Raspberry Pi 4 is set up right. I'm seeing the full screen of the Raspberry Pi 4, but I believe I have to go into terminal. Oh, I'm in terminal already. Never mind. Oh, God, I keep forgetting I got the two different mice I got to use. Okay, we get out of that. We'll hit here, and this is where I would type in the command to start ham clock. So I guess I'm going to have to go through the whole install again. There was a web page I went to that gave you all the commands to put in to do ham clock, to set it up. I don't think I have it on the screen anymore. I was looking at it on YouTube, I believe. Nope, YouTube's me now. Yeah, I know, Don. That's what I should have. Don's saying I should have a command prompt for full screen. Oh, this is bad. You can't see the text on the screen. Let me go back to my solo camera and copy featured chat. Move that over to this screen so I can put the featured chat on here as you guys give me information. All right, there it is. Now we got the featured chat on this screen too. Move it over there and we'll lock that in place. All right, so Don, I agree. TJ's looking for a prompt command for screen size. Okay. Let me know if you come up with anything, TJ. In the meantime, I was going to go online and do some live HF tonight, but then I said, no, let me see if any of you guys are familiar with ham clock and how to get this to be full screen. Because once I get it to be full screen, I'll be able to have it on my page. If the Geochron goes down, I could turn on the ham clock on the background. I could do that because it's coming in on separate video input through USB. Why it's jittery like that? I got this T-shirt a year ago. My mind is so foggy. LOL. What? You don't like my lion T-shirt? Because the first mistake you made was thinking I was a sheep. I've had this T-shirt a couple of years now. But anyway, Yeah, so obviously the video card, I should put it into a different USB port or something because it's flickering. I don't even have any radios on, so it's not because of the radios that it's flickering. Hey Don, how you making out on the slow scan TV images? Um, my next ISS pass, the first one I got overnight, I got one image, um, and then the last pass this morning, around 5 o'clock this morning, I got a partial image. And the next ISS pass for me is only 1.8 degrees at 11:12 tonight. And the next one after that is 10.9 degrees. That's at 2:20 in the morning. And that's the last one on my list. What version of ham clock you would like to know? That's a good question. I didn't check to see if there was any update. Let's start it. All right, we're starting ham clock again. We'll skip this, go right to the setup. It probably needs to be upgraded, although I think I downloaded the newest one. Wrong mouse. All right, wait till it loads. I think what's causing this jittering is the fact that it's not filling up the screen. All right, so normally on a ham clock, on the top, under your call sign, right here on the right, it'll tell you, it says I'm up to date. Yeah, it says I'm up to date there, Don. So, yeah, so I guess I'm 4.10. I can't really read it because it's flickering right now. And I don't know why. Let's get out of it and come back. Yeah, it's not. Go to satellite pass. I don't know if you can read it on your screen. You're a better man than I. I can't read it. But I clicked on it and it says I'm up to date. So I must be on 4.10, Don. I can't read it. You know, when I had it go into a monitor, it didn't do this. It's only when I'm streaming live with OBS that it starts doing this wacky stuff. When I was testing this before I went live, it didn't do this. It wasn't jittery at all. So I don't know what's causing that. Let's exit out of ham clock. Yeah, it is 4.1. I just clicked on that and now it says 4.1. All right, so it is. It's 4.1. And you can see it's not taking up the whole screen, but when I have the Raspberry Pi on there, the Raspberry Pi takes up the full screen. So if I exit out of ham clock, I get a full screen version of Raspberry Pi. But there's something here in the middle. This thing isn't working. This thing in the middle. I guess you got to leave this on. Let's see if it refreshes. But that's running on the Raspberry Pi. I got a nice case too. Has a fan in it. All right, go check your settings. Don, I will tell you this. I don't think it's in the Pi settings. It's in the ham clock settings, but in the setup. I think you got to go in setup somewhere and put a command in. I know what I set everything up for, so what I'll do is I'll end up reinstalling it. I'll go into the terminal window. There's a couple of things I got to type in a terminal window to get this, but I will go back to the page where I learned and check it out. Did everybody have a good Christmas? Did everybody make a lot of money, get a lot of toys, have a good time? What time is it? It is 7:21, 8 o'clock. I got a net I got to go on. I don't want to stay on here till 8 o'clock anyway, but I thought maybe if somebody knew. Oh, what's this? TJ Walden. All right, TJ. TJ's saying X random output HDMI 1 scale from 1600 It's in page 5 of the ham clock settings. Okay, let's go back to the, we'll restart ham clock. Get the mouse over here. And we'll hit restart ham clock. So, okay, and you're saying page 5. Okay. Sit tight. When it starts, click anywhere to enter setup. Enter setup. Page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, where do we got here? I don't see output here. The last option, full screen direct, I have it, it says yes. It is yes. Okay, now you got anything else? Four-ten's the newest. TJ says page 5, ham clock settings. Got a few radio tidbits. Direct is yes. That's what I have set. The last option. Yep, I see that. TJ Wilson, full screen web. Where do you see that? It should be yes on both of, that's lookup bio? What would that have to do with it? All right, we'll leave it QRZ. All right. On the bottom left, full screen web, yes. Okay, that's where I put full screen web. Okay. All right, let's say done. And it should load it again. Was that it? Could it be that easy? I don't think so. It's got to load everything first. I don't ever skip this page. Nope, it's still the same. Oh well, it was a great idea. I thought that would have done it too, but I guess not. Yeah, the bottom left, I made that full screen web, yes. I did that, and still the same thing. I guess that wasn't it. Let's do this again. Let's, yeah, it doesn't say anything on here. So hard to, you have no idea how tiny this is on my screen. I could barely read it. My living room one, I have it going through the Envato computer, and it's working great. But this one I just installed today. All right, so we had full screen, yes. Let's exit out, or let's try rebooting the computer. Tell it okay. Now this will knock it out for a while. It's rebooting now. Oh, the pretty colors. I like how they make the colors look the same as the window box. Remember the window box had the 4 primary colors in it? All right, it's restarting. It's going through the motions. Yeah, I had this Raspberry Pi sitting around for the longest time, and I wasn't doing anything with it. And now it's getting all jittery again. Now we got to hit the terminal window. Type ham clock. Space ampersand. And hit enter. Nope, it's still small. All right, so this is page 1, nothing on here. That's your location. Now what you're seeing here, these are, I got this off of a another user's video talking about how to get your DX Spider working so you can see spots, the port you're supposed to enter. What this is I don't want any W calls, any K calls, or any N calls. That's what this means. So I'm eliminating everybody in the United States. I'll check that in a second. I'm just going to go through these setups one at a time. So here, this is the way I have the other one set up. I forget what all these things do, but anyway. And this is different. This command here, where it says GPIO off, I don't know what that means. If I turn it on, if I make it active, this comes up. On or off. I don't have that on the other ham clock, so that must be something new in version 4.1. We go to page 5. Here are all the settings that we just were messing with. Full screen web. Yeah, that didn't work, but that's all right. This is the color lines for different bands. And page 7, I think this is the hours of the day you want to do it, and then you go back to page 1. So I'm just going to say done, since this didn't do it. Okay, Don is saying, I remember something about display resolution in the Pi computer settings. That website is pasted, has all the instructions. Oh, okay, he posted a website. I didn't see it. Let me go back and check my settings. All right, first of all, when I'm not in ham clock, the resolution's fine. It's large. I think I have to go back into the install for the ham clock. And in that is where I got to do it. I must have missed something. I remember reading something in the instructions about that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to exit out of ham clock right here. And I'm going to get off the air, and I'm going to do this on my own, and I'll try to get it working, and I'll keep you guys posted on how I'm doing. But thanks, everybody, for coming back and checking it. Right. I don't think it's when you start ham clock, Paul. I think it's when you install it. Not when you start it. When you install it, there's something you have to do to get that to come up on the screen. Paul is saying that ham clock resolution is a perimeter when you start ham clock. Yeah. Now, the Raspberry Pi is going crazy, so it obviously doesn't like this USB port. I'm going to have to move this. And I got to reassign the screen. All right, hold on. You're going to lose the Raspberry Pi in a second. Where is that? Right there. Right there. That's the one. All right, you lost it. Now it's not jittery either, because it's not going into the computer right now. Let's try a different USB port. All right. All right, so let's do this. Okay. Do we see the mouse on the ham clock? No, we don't. Let me switch out of here. Go back. Yeah, right now, I got nothing. Who's texting me? Oh, Don just sent me a link. Oh, man. All right. I knew I had the wrong USB capture 3. Now it's not coming back. Oh, that's my camera. Hey, all right, we're back. Okay, we're back. Got it. Okay, so let's see. TJ says, I think the install of ham clock was done incorrectly. There should have been a desktop icon made. You're right. Absolutely right. So I'm going to do it all over again. But I'm not going to do it now because I got to go to the bathroom and you guys don't want to see me messing with this. So let me get off of here and I will come back tomorrow or whatever and fill you in on how I made out. How's them acting? Them apples, boys and girls? Okay, you're all right with that? Because I can't keep this up for this long. Plus, I got to get on the net in a half hour. So, all All right, we'll leave this here for now. I hope you guys all had a great Christmas. I hope you all have a happy New Year. Get those digital images off the ISS. You still got a bunch of days till January 5th. You're going to be able to do it. So we will see. We will see what we will see. And I got partial images, but I didn't get anything good. The guy couldn't fix the tower today. He was supposed to get back to me tonight, let me know when he's coming, and he didn't. So tomorrow's another day. I hope he comes tomorrow, and I'll keep you posted on how that goes. So until we meet again, remember what I always say. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, at least not without me, all right? And on that note, I wish you all a wonderful 73. Take care. Catch you later. KO4 PDI. I'm clear.